What is up, everyone? It's the Drummer Nerd, and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved on the Sandbox Survivors server. I'm hanging out in front of our community base today because I spent a little bit of time working on it, and we got some fun things we're going to do over in this area today. That's why Tabitha is with us today. So check it out. You can hardly see it because I chose the time when fog came through to start recording. Yes, that is how smart I am. We'll go look inside. I didn't realize that those were so off either. So there's a bunch of torches around there. We haven't put anything in them yet because they won't really look cool until nighttime. But check it out. Check it out. Check it out. We put a roof on. A couple of different roofs on. I think it looks cool. We got this like giant dining area now, which I also thought was really cool until we tried to sit down in the chairs. And apparently this is me sitting down in a chair. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely spend a lot of time sitting down on top of tables. No, standing on top of tables and saying that I'm sitting in a chair. Totally exactly how it goes. And then we were playing around with this a little earlier, and I noticed something kind of odd. I don't know, you may or may not be able to hear it. I'll probably turn it up a little bit. If you jump up and down on the chairs, it sounds like metal. Listen. Why does that sound like metal floors? That didn't. Yeah. Metal floors on the chair. Wood on the table. Missed. Metal floor. Wood. Okie dokie. That's how this is going to go. And the inside still looks pretty much the same. I think we did end up adding a couple beds. We definitely lazied out on the bunk bed idea. I know we were planning on doing that, and then it just didn't happen, and then we stopped hanging out over here. And no bunk beds for you. Now, other than finishing up this base and having a floating pillar that was a failed experiment, go away. Let's go put this in the chest outside. I actually did come over here for a reason other than showing off this cool base, and that is that we're going to do a little bit of caving with Tabitha the beefcake over here. Nice, the fog's going away. We can actually look at the building. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold your horses. I got to dump this stuff off in one of these. You go in there. Actually, you guys go in there too. I'll come back for you. Let's put all the expensive stuff in here just in case. Just in case. And we're going to grab some water. Now, we're playing right now on the... I think this is 231.3, which was one of the patches after they had done the rebalancing of stats on the dinos. This dino hasn't seen a lot of combat yet, so it's all... Oh, that's not actually... I didn't bring one with me. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. We can do this. So the stats are noticeably lower than where they were a few days ago when we tamed this dino, and I've already actually put a couple of levels into the melee damage trying to raise this up. So I was hoping that we'd actually get some extra levels going caving here, and hopefully this isn't too much for us. We'll book out real quick if it ends up being too difficult. But check it out. We got this cool, like, window-looking thing going on up here. We extended the cool pillar thing going on there. I put a catapult on top. You know why? Because it's cool. And then we did this little access hatch. Because Nyla was complaining that you couldn't get any flyers down here. And the flyers, especially the Pteranadons, are the easiest way to do this particular cave. So I said, okay, fine. We'll make it so that they'll fit. So let's give a little fly in here and hopefully... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Little bit of lag. Oh, now it's dark. There we go. Now we can see. We're good. I'm going to kind of slowly fly my way through here because there's a lot of lava. And usually bad guys. So far, no bad guys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. First big fight. Oh, yeah. Spin to win, baby. Spin to win. I shouldn't be fighting this many things at once. Let's see if we can just get the onyx, because these things hurt. And I'm probably going to need to land for some stamina first. Come on, beef. We win in this fight. We win in this fight. Let's just cruise up here a little bit. Get you some stamina. Spin to win, baby. Just keep it up. Keep it up. You're doing good work. You're doing good work. Yeah. More dead onyx. We need a little bit more stamina. I'm pretty sure that we could take stim berries if we really wanted more stamina. Wow, this is going to be bad news. Let's fly up here and get a little bit of distance. Maybe we'll add some damage. So obviously I'm going to need to put some stamina into this dino because the almost immediate loss of stamina, which is expected when you're doing barrel rolls. I mean, that was one of the ways that they attempted to, quote-unquote, fix the barrel roll when it was just about as overpowered as it could possibly be. Still very strong, but at least it's not, you know, just break the game strong. And it does look like we're going to have to go through and actually force feed some meat to this guy. Girl. It's been a while since I've had to force feed meat to something because I'd taken damage and not because I just leveled it too much and it had way too much health for its own good. That does bring back a lot of that kind of survival aspect of the game that's really been legit missing, at least in a PvE environment, when you have creatures that get so strong. I mean, you know, the Rexes that we have, they're still fairly strong, but they're nowhere near as strong as they used to be, and I don't even use them. It's trivial. It's trivial to use them because you have things like the Argents, like the Quetzal, that do just as much work but fly. Ooh, this is going to get a little bit difficult. I kind of like this. A little bit of element of danger and difficulty that is not normally there. Now, let's see if we can spin our way to destiny here. These onyx have got to go, and I cannot run out of stamina above the lava. That will be bad news. Yeah, spin to win, baby. Spin to win. Hey, what's up, guy? What's up? We're going to just regular attack you guys, because you're weak. Who cares? I'll have to actually see how much regular attack does for damage against some of this stuff. I feel like you need to spin against some of the bigger stuff because you really just can't sit in there and tank with something like this. Though now I'm curious to see if we could have taken an Argent in here, because I think the Argent would have had a little bit easier time. But I really wanted to level this one. And then look, you can just fly right above all that. Oh, amazing. And laggy. Laggity lag, lagger sit. Come on. There's like 100 in there. Oh, you guys need to die. I'm like trying to spam the button. It's not happening. Come on. Spin to win. Don't run out of stamina here. One more spin and then we're going to go. Oh my god, we got to leave. I feel like at this point now maybe I should just start putting points in his stamina over damage. I mean, one way or another, you're going to get the damage in and you're going to kill a lot of stuff. These guys are starting to deal some damage, though. Oh, the ragdolls. Die! Die. Stupid flying bat things. Come on. One more. Oh, yeah. You didn't want none of this. Yeah, this is working pretty well. This is working pretty well. So we'll be able to get down here, I think, fairly easily to get this artifact, which I'm excited about, because this is usually one of the slightly more difficult artifacts to get. And it's... Oh, okay. Remote inventory. Thank you. This is one of the more difficult artifacts to get, almost primarily because of the terrain. There's only really one that I can think of that's more difficult because of the terrain, and it's because in this one, with the settings that we have, and some servers don't have the ability to build inside of caves, but we do. And I think that's not more to stop people from more easily clearing the caves, it's to keep people from actually building bases in the caves, which I could see why, but, you know, we don't really care about that. You can see this particular spot right here. I mean, this is shady. So a lot of servers, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll just build some thatch foundations and some thatch ceilings, and they'll gap or bridge those gaps so that it's a little bit safer. And we don't have to worry about that because we're cool. And oh my gosh, look at how many of them there are. That's bad. Okay. We're getting a couple. We're getting them. We're getting them. This is the most amazing way to get through anything ever. But we do need to go up here a little bit. Should have brought some stem berries. Oh, yeah. Thin the herd. Thin the herd. We're in good shape. I just got to keep my fingers very, very far away from the dismount key. I'm sure you guys could see me doing that. I really am. Can we get over here and get a little bit of stamina before you guys start beating me up some more? Stupid scorpion. Oh, I didn't die. That would have been fantastic. Let's see how much stamina we get. Oh, that was like 100 stamina. That's not bad. Even with the stat changes, that's really not bad at all. Okay, so I think we're going to go a little bit heavier on stamina on this guy. It's more important that we can get more of those roll type attacks in than it is to just murder everything with one roll attack. Yeah, that's right. That's right, I flew right past that stupid spider. I don't care about you, spider. You're not my mom. This room looks nasty. Kill everything. I keep half wanting to just skip through as much of this as I can to get the artifact, and then I remember that I actually came here to get some levels on the Pteranadon. So let's kill some stuff. I think this is probably one of the better ways to level things now with how much weaker your tame dinos are. I really feel like the balance changes were necessary overall. They really were. Because, again, the trivial nature of tame dinos is just, it's crazy. When you're not playing PvP, once you get some of those almost max stat type dinos, it just breaks the game. There's no need to do anything. You know, you get a high level Quetzal, you max out your health and your damage, and you're unstoppable. There's nothing that's going to deal anything to you except for maybe an Alpha Rex and maybe the Giganotosaurus. Obviously, those are still nasty no matter what you do. But it feels like leveling up these creatures now is even that much harder because you're not gaining very huge boosts in your stats when you're leveling, as far as what I'm seeing. So a creature like this that starts off a bit weak, and then I can get a couple of good fights in against some Argents, and I can get myself some experience, gain some levels, pump up the stats a little bit, and then things get to be a little bit easier. It just doesn't seem to be happening as easily, at least with this. Maybe with some other creatures, you know, more powerful creatures, ones that are supposed to be higher level and stronger. But so far with this guy, I mean, I'm definitely feeling the difficulty here. Definitely feeling the difficulty. Let's get a little bit more stamina. Yeah, so that was a little bit more than 100. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm thinking we might need to put a little bit of points into health here soon, but we're going back to like old school raiding and stuff, man. You gotta sit and eat and drink after you do a pull. Stuff gets nasty. Nasty, I tell you. Okay, I'm tired of looking at that screen. The nice part is I can just fly right over the top of that guy. I don't care about you no more. These guys, though. Oh, gosh. The sheer amount of stuff that spawns in these caves is absolutely amazing. Okay, I think the stamina boost was a good idea. Now I'm lagging. Are we back? Oh my gosh. Just not the place that I want to be lagging, not especially the time that I want to be lagging. The ghillie suit is fantastic here. I didn't even pay attention to the fact of how strong that seems to be for me. Usually when you come into this place, you have to have some kind of food that helps keep your insulation out, your heat down, so that you don't just burn up. So far, this has been completely unnecessary. The ghillie suit's basically taking care of it. Oh gosh, that was bad news. Let's not do that. I know it's cool to, you know, start fighting over lava and stuff. Maybe don't go flying into it, drummer. It's probably a good thing. Stamina's holding up. Seems to be the way to go now. It's kind of nice because I know that, you know, you really did want to put points into stamina on these guys for sure. I mean, you didn't want to neglect that stat, but it seems like with some of the stat nerfs, you might prioritize other stats now, or you might have a little bit more of a mix of stats versus, you know, almost entirely damage and health for the most part. A little bit more stamina there. Nice. Look at that. We got the artifact of the massive. Are there any cool... Usually there's a supply drop over here. Hello, supply... Oh, there's one. Is that yellow? Can't tell what color that is. What you got for me? Apprentice hide boots. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Alright, let's fly around a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more killing stuff is in order. This cave is way, way better when you're just flying above all this crazy lava. First couple of times I went in here, I was just terrified of jumping anywhere because I was just like, I'm going to fall, I'm going to die in this lava, and I'm going to lose all my stuff. And that's just the worst part. I mean, look, I don't mind dying if I can get my stuff back. You know what's funny too is that I think every time that you think that you're going to... I think every time that you think that you're going to die is exactly the time that it's going to happen. You start getting in your head, oh, I gotta be really careful, I gotta be really careful, I don't want to die in here, I don't want to die and lose all my stuff. Oh crap, I fell, I died, I lost all my stuff. Hey, Onyx, knock it off. Alright? Alright, I want to go fight that big group, and then I think we're going to get out of here, because I'm pretty satisfied with what we're getting out of this guy. Maybe a couple more runs in this cave a little later for some other leveling, but... doesn't seem to be too bad once you get a little bit more stamina going on. Nice part, too, is with the barrel rolls, you can avoid a decent amount of damage. I say that, and then I take a crap ton of damage from these Onyx. The Onyx are my least favorite part of this. I don't mind the scorpions, I don't mind the spiders, I don't mind almost being put to sleep, and these Onyx just do so much damage. It's ridiculous. I think the other hard part about the way that these stats seem to be nowadays, too, is because you can't get that little bit of burst of stats that puts your dino's damage into a good spot to actually fight higher level stuff, you don't quite get the boost in experience. So, you know, for instance, let's say I'm fighting with I'm leveling up an Argent, and early on I know, you know what, I probably am not going to have a good time trying to fight a Bronto or a Rex. But I know that there's going to be a short period of time afterwards where once I get a couple of levels, I can fight those things. And they're going to give me pretty good boosts in levels. You know, the bigger the dino, the more difficult the dino, the higher the level the dino, the more experience I'm going to get every time I kill it. And that's why we like going to Carno Island so much. Oh, I should get out of here now. I'm almost out of stamina, and there's a lot of stuff still here. This is another one of those areas here. This is just a terrifying, terrifying little run. Uh-oh, pay attention, drummer. Pay attention. The slow move. Are they still after me? They're still after me! Leave me alone. I just want to eat grubs. Yeah. Uh-oh. More lag. Not good. Not a good time. Please don't do that. Where am I? Okay, good. Seem to have been getting a little bit more server lag lately since all this changes. I don't know if that's just really poor timing or if there's actually some weird lag stuff going on. Hopefully it's just poor timing. Oh, gosh. We're going to have to melee these guys down. I don't have enough stamina to do any more barrel rolls. Hey. Stop flying around me. I don't got stamina to keep doing this. Why don't I just fly up and leave? Because I'm in a bad spot again. Where am I? Okay, I think this is where we want to go to get out of here. Okay, we should be able to land here. Get maybe a little bit more stamina. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm also feeling really super lost. This way? This looks like the right way. We're going up. There's something I killed recently. Maybe this way? Maybe this way some more? Oh, we made it out. Let's clear out that brightness a little bit. So there we go. Our first little adventure with Tabitha in the caves. Not too bad. Not too bad. It could have been a heck of a lot worse, especially with the stat changes. So, you know what? I'll take it. Wasn't too bad. So thanks for hanging out with me today, everybody. Very, very, very hope that you enjoyed this somewhat uncut little run into the caves that we have. I know that we don't do a lot of that stuff. I try not to do too much repetitive things on video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it for today. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and let me know what you think of the dino stats. I want to hear the experiences that you guys have been having with the dinos since they've made these stat changes, especially as they've been adjusting them over time. It's a very interesting conversation, especially online. If you haven't already, don't forget to sub to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.